I woke up with my feet up. Seat back, outfit, 30,000 feet up. What you know? And you know how I link up. Hit my homie up, told him what's up with the feature. I remember back.
Star families, welcome to our weekly VODCAST. I hope that you guys are having as best a weekend that you can given the weather that we had there on Friday and Saturday, and I hope that everyone has their power back if you did happen to lose it, and that everyone was able to stay safe in that crazy wind the last couple of days. So, I have a bunch of announcements, and then I'm going to get you guys off to the strategy session as we have a full week of school coming up here in room 21. First of all, the Friday folders that were supposed to go home on Friday will now go home on Monday. And you're going to find a bunch of different things inside of that Friday folder, guys. First of all, you're going to find the quarter 3 interims. You'll get 2 copies of each. Just go ahead and sign and return one, and you can keep the other. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about those interims, and I'll be sure to answer those for you guys. Secondly, Mrs. B, our guidance counselor, has sent home the first bit of middle school paperwork. I know, if you can believe it or not. But it's just basically an informational sheet this time around. The permission forms for our middle school orientation will be coming home later in April, and that will be taking place on April 11th. During the school day, but the first paper coming home in tomorrow's Friday folder is just kind of an informational sheet for you. And then finally, guys, on Thursday, we are going to watch The City of Ember to kind of close out our study of that book. So this is just a permission form for your scholar to watch the movie. It's rated PG. It absolutely has no terrible scenes, and it's totally kid-friendly. In fact, it's rated positively by one of the family friendly organizations in the country. So with that being said, guys, we will be showing that on Thursday as a great culminating project to close out our study of the City of Ember. So it's kind of on like a peach colored paper that will be coming home in the Monday folder as well. I'm trying to think of any other announcements, guys, to get you guys caught up for the week. Essentially, just check out the Monday folder coming home tomorrow, because that's going to be packed full of a ton of different information. Additionally, I'll probably be sending home, I don't want to overwhelm you with too much paperwork, a form about Pi Day, which is something that we learn in math class. That's coming up next Wednesday, March 14th, which is really exciting. We do some fun stuff in class to help with our study of circles on that day. So just keep an eye on that. I'll probably send that home on about Wednesday, so as to not overwhelm you with all of the paperwork coming home, guys, on Monday. I also wanted to congratulate, this is the first announcement of our Rockstar of the Week, because we were not here on Friday. Our Rockstar of the Week this week is Joseph. Joseph has been on fire, not only passing on his love of learning to all of his classmates, but just wanting to go deeper with everything that we do. Specifically in guided reading, Joseph's conversations have been exceptional. So I wanted to recognize that. So congratulations goes out to Joseph, our Rockstar of the Week. And guys, the newsletter available on our website right now will be also copied and coming home in the Monday folder as well, since we happen to miss school on Friday. So that will give you all of the up-to-date information for the week and everything that you would happen to need. But at this time, guys, I'm going to get you guys off to the strategy session, and I'll see you on the other end. Okay, Room 21 Rockstars, welcome to our weekly strategy session at the home of Room 21 sites.google.com/staffordschools.net/Room21 Rockstars. First of all, guys, I want to take you on over to Google Classroom, where you're going to end up finding the Google Classroom question of the week. Now, this was placed on our weekly Friday newsletter, but obviously that did not yet come home. The newsletter is available on our website. I'll show you that in a second. But this is a question for the week, providing a book review for one of the books that we've read so far this year, and then giving some information on it. What is the best part? Would you recommend it to? Would you recommend the book to a friend, etc.? So that's all available there, guys. 10 house points as long as you write that answer in complete sentences. Now, our newsletter is available here under the newsletter tab, guys. This will be coming home tomorrow in the Friday folder, so you'll be able to get all of the information that's available here, in addition to what I have already stated in the weekly VODCAST. So that's available right here. And as you can see, guys, there's a little bit of work on the back that you can do to earn some house points. In this case, for the Rockstar Challenge of the Week, you're identifying triangles. And remember, identify them in 2 ways, based on side length and angle measure, to earn the maximum house points there. Now, if we go on over to the weekly strategy session of our webpage, guys, you're going to find a bunch of different things. You will find the VODCAST math review for the week. This will be printed and up on the chalk tray in the front of the classroom on Monday. But if you want to do it beforehand, guys, on the front, reviewing the old, I have a lot of classifying triangles based upon their side length and angle measure. Okay, and this time around I did include the actual angle measures of each of the triangles to help you guys out. Now the part that I'm really interested in is practicing the new, and that's using our quadrilateral dichotomous key to identify each of the quadrilaterals that I have placed on the paper for you. Now what I'm looking here for, guys, is for you, for instance, with number 1, give me all the possible names of that quadrilateral and write down the attributes. So here's what I mean by that. This would happen to be, remember, let's do number 1 together, and you can get the points for it anyhow. This is a quadrilateral because it has 4 sides. It is not a trapezium because it at least has one set of sides that is parallel, and it actually has 2 sets. I come back up to quadrilateral, then it is a quadrilateral. It is not a trapezoid because it has 2 sets of parallel sides and not just one set of parallel sides. So I come back up to quadrilateral. It's a quadrilateral. It's a parallelogram because it has 2 sets of parallel sides here and here and here and here. So it's a quadrilateral with 4 sides, parallelogram because it has 2 sets of parallel sides. I come right down the dichotomous key as I continue, and it is a rectangle because it has 4 right angles, and those angles actually happen to be identified. So it's a quadrilateral, parallelogram, rectangle, and it is also considered a square because it has 4 congruent sides. Okay, so it's a quadrilateral, parallelogram, rectangle, square, and it's also a rhombus because a rhombus, the identifying characteristic of a rhombus, guys, is that it has 4 congruent sides. So I should write all of that down for number 1 to earn all of my maximum points. The most specific name for this quadrilateral would be a square because a square is at the bottom of my dichotomous key. Now, if you want a little bit more practice with that, guys, I do have a video up that I made a couple years ago. This is wonderful right here that walks you through the different types of quadrilaterals and using the dichotomous key. So that's a really great tool that you can use if you're a little confused about the identification still with the dichotomous key. That video is available there for you guys, and you can earn some house points by watching that, and it'll tell you in the video how many points you can earn. One other area that you guys might want to check out and practice would be the classifying quadrilaterals link right here. And each of these will be worth 5 as long as you name the quadrilateral in as many ways as possible and give me all the attributes. And remember, we said the word attribute is a synonym for the word characteristic. So we're looking for all the characteristics, all the attributes of each given quadrilateral. Okay? If you complete any of the other skills that are listed here, those will be worth 2 house points each. But the classifying quadrilateral section is going to be worth 5. Now, something we're going to be working on tomorrow, if you want a head start in class, would be right here, combining and subdividing plane figures. This is also another video that I made, and this will be tomorrow's lesson in class and a little bit of Tuesdays. Now we're going to take our quadrilaterals, all of our polygons, and we're going to see what happens. We're going to compare and contrast the characteristics of what happened whenever we split them and whenever we combine them together. So that's going to be the skill we're kind of focused on in the coming days. Our problem of the week, guys, is, as always, worth 20 house points. Is available right here. It's actually a little bit of algebraic skill this week in taking a table and finding a set pattern, and it deals with bats in Canada, so it's kind of a neat little passage there. I kept up the blackout poetry because I still have people bringing it in, which is absolutely awesome, guys. So that will be worth 20 house points for any blackout poem that you happen to bring in. And I know that you are all waiting, incredibly patiently, I know, for that secret hashtag of the week. And the secret hashtag of the week this week is going to be hashtag BattleBot. Hashtag BattleBot. It's going to be pretty awesome. Bring that in tomorrow. Say it with some passion, and you will earn 10 house points for that as well. So, at this time, guys, I'm going to send you back over to Mr. Reichard in person. 21 Rockstar families, I hope that those strategies were successful. I hope that you guys have a great week as well. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please do not hesitate to contact me. Remember, keep an eye on the Monday folder coming home this week, which with a ton of information, a couple of forms for you to sign, and the Q3 interims that are coming home as well. You guys are the incredibly best families in Stafford County, Virginia, and I will see you guys next week.
I woke up with my feet up. Seat back, outfit, 30,000 feet up. What you know?